Hey everyone, today for my third Q&A. So the first question comes in from Razika Cubing. Do you know full LOL and full PLL? I know full PLL, but I don't know full LOL yet. I know about half of it. Jamie Cuber asks, how long after you started cubing did you learn F12? I learnt Fault last layer before I learnt F12, so that was probably about 1 or 2 months into cubing. Illusion Cube 14 asks, what made you start cubing? Well, one day I was at school and there was someone solving a Rubik's Cube by 2. I thought that must be fairly easy to do. So I bought one myself, learnt how to solve it, and kind of tumbled down the rabbit hole. Vandana KS and Looney Cubes asks, when do you think the Further 3 world record single will be broken? The world record single is quite fast at the moment, so I'd probably say maybe 1.5 or 2 years from now until it's broken. Chris Cubing asks, what puzzle would you like to see GAN release next? Something other than 3x3. I'd probably quite like another 4x4 from GAN, because the last 4x4 they released, the GAN 460, was a bit underwhelming, so I'd like to see what they could do with a second attempt. Sloth Cubing asks, do you have coronavirus, and what is your favourite comp? At the moment I don't have coronavirus. If you're seeing this, I probably don't. And what is your favourite comp? My favourite comp was probably Doncaster, because I got the podium there and the results were pretty good. But also I quite liked Lincoln Open, that was a very fun comp as well. That's my first one. Can Air Dian Cuba asks, do you think the GAN 356M will have a big impact on the 3x3 market because of its price? I think it will have a pretty significant impact for GAN, because most of their cubes are quite expensive, so having a more budget option, which is actually really good, will be quite good for them. I think their sales will go up. But as for the rest of the market, most of the other cubes are already priced around that sort of price point that they're now putting their cubes out at. So I don't think it'll have a major effect on the market itself, but I think it'll do well for GAN. Speedy on Cube asks, what method do you use for Scube? At the moment, I use Sarah's Intermediate with about maybe half of Advanced. I know Advanced for some cases, but not all of them. JCubesYT asks, what is your PB average of 100 for 17 blind with 1 foot? I would have to say that is currently DNF. Jonathan Iyer asks, how do I improve at Scube? Well, it kind of depends on what speed you're at. I'd say probably, if you haven't already learned Sarah's Intermediate, and then kind of get your hedges and sledges down, my sub 5 tutorial video ought to help with that. FFT asks, will you do any solve the cube without any help challenges? I might do in the future. I've kind of moved away from non-WCA puzzles a little bit now, but if there's any WCA events that I haven't done yet, maybe 6x6, I know that'd be a fairly simple one to do, but I could always do that as a solve the cube without any help challenges, as I haven't got a 6x6 yet. Burnett Ortail, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asks, do you expect yourself to ever get a sub-7 single at comp or at home? I'd definitely like to get a sub-7 single at home soon. I definitely think I'm capable of that, as long as I just don't stop keeping. At comp, that would be quite a challenge. Sub-7 is very fast, but you never know about that in the future. Return McDonald 11, sorry again if I've pronounced that wrong, asks, do you listen to podcasts? If so, what about cubing ones like the Dilsoni podcast? And if WCA has to add 5 more events, what would be your top 5 events to add? So for the first question about the podcasts, I don't really listen to podcasts that much. I've kind of listened to a bit of the Dilsoni podcast before, but I haven't really listened to it much at all. The Cooper in Focus, I've been listening to that. That's quite a good one by Chris Mills. I'll link that in the description. As for your second question, if WCA has to add 5 more events, what would be your top 5 events to add? I'd probably say 8x8, Curvy Copter, Master Pyraminx, maybe Gigaminx, and then Master Killerminx. And the last question from Small Town Cuba is MGC 5v5 or VOC 5. If you've got the money, I think the VOC 5 would be better if you want to be really getting the best cube ever for 5v5, but the MGC is almost as good as it from what I've heard. I haven't tried either of these cubes, but if you just want the best value, then I'd definitely go for the MGC 555, unless you're like trying to get records and stuff. So that's my third Q&A. Leave any questions in the comments for the next Q&A, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.